Well, out for a little ride today, kind of doing a little bit of scouting. It's been a while since I've been out riding, but trying to find a logging chain that my friend had, fell off the front end loader of his tractor when he came back here to tow me out on the Ford 8N tractor of mine. I told him I would try and look for it, try and retrace the trail that we traveled on to see if I could locate it. I expected it to be kind of hard to see because the chain was kind of rusty, so it'll blend in pretty well with the ground. But who knows, we may luck up and find it. Got some rain yesterday evening and last night, so kind of made the ground soft again. Up before that, it had been pretty dry though for about a week, I guess. Farmers harvested the wheat out here about a week ago. Had the combine out here and were harvesting that. I think it's the first year they've ever done that back here. This year they don't plant tobacco in these fields. They planted wheat, and then next year they'll plant tobacco again. I think the wheat is more or less a cover crop, so just something to hold the soil in, and when they plow it under, it'll act as fertilizer. See where the rain washes down the side of this path here when it comes down the hill. Coming up to the creek crossing here. A little bit of water in it, not much. A little bit of flow. I don't know if I've ever mentioned it before. There's a huge rock here, flat rock in the bottom there you can see. It's pretty wide there, so when you ride across through here you don't really sink down. About as good as having a bridge there almost. Well, we took the old creek path back, which is what I'm on now. We'll ride up here a little ways to the point in which I got towed back from on the tractor. And see if I see anything. Yeah, it's still cruising along the creek path here. You can see where I bush hogged down before the grass is up as tall as these weeds to the side. But I only got about halfway up it though. The tractor broke down on me. A little bit of water right there. Still no sign of the chain yet. I imagine it's up here, probably in the spot where I broke down is my guess. If it's up there and I can actually find it, that is. grass has already grown since the other day when I bush hogged it. We just had so much rain this year. It's everything's growing. It grows right back fast even after it's cut. That was dry the other day when I bush hogged back here. It's filled back up with water now. Stand up over on the pegs here to see if I can get a better look overhead, see if I see the chain laying anywhere. I started to come back here yesterday and look, but it started raining pretty hard, and I figured, well, I'll just wait till the day and come and look. I don't expect that really matters. I don't think it washed away or nothing. Now right here is where I broke down at. Just have to see. Just trying to retrace our tracks. I know we came up in here and turned around so we could go back out the way we came in. So far I'm not seeing anything. I looked for a long time. I've been back over the trail 3 different times, and been off on foot looking, and I can't find that chain anywhere. Like I said, it was rusty, so it would blend right in back here, just like camouflage. But anyway, it's probably up under some of that brush and stuff back there. I just can't see it. But anyway. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to abandon the search. Just kind of move on, do a little bit of riding. Sure is humid today. It's not really that hot, but with the humidity, man, sweat just rolling off of you if you stop standing still for a minute. Joe Gale path up there, all grown up. I ain't got around to bush hogging it because I've been having a lot of tractor problems, as you may have seen from some of my earlier videos. So I haven't really been able to. I've gotten a lot of the trails back here done, but not all of them. That's just how it goes, I guess, sometimes. Tractor I'm using is 60 plus years old, you know, and it's usually pretty reliable, but you know, you got to figure something every now and then is going to break on it, break down, with it being that old. So, but hopefully, you know, we'll be getting things fixed up, you know, here soon, and be able to get back out on the out here and start doing more bush hogging, you know. I say that every time I come on this trail right here. It used to be really smooth, and it stayed fairly dry actually, but you know, that's, as I've said before, when they came here and did the logging, all that changed a great deal. But I guess it could be worse. Here's one of the pine trees that fell from the last storm we had. That's been about a month ago now. And people that cut trees down that own land back here, they left that one there. 'Cause these rocks are here anyway, so. This section of railroad down here actually travels through a different group of people's land. I'll ride down here in a few minutes, see what's going on. I don't know if you made that out. There's a huge deer just ran out right through there. Somebody's been marking their property line back there. A little trail goes up there, cuts up to the old church. It's really grown up down here on this end of the railroad since the last time I rode on it. I guess I might take the bush hog down here too. I normally don't do this end right here because, like I said, it's on belongs to a different group of people, but it could use doing though. Main roads out there, highway actually, 2-lane. The big pond right up through those trees right there. This side right here, the back side of it is the pond dam actually. Just enough rain yesterday and last night to keep from having to I don't think you'll have to worry about any dust today. That right there is Taylor Road. It's all grown up right now. Last time I was back here on the tractor, I saw an old railroad spike laying down here on the rail bed. I'm trying to think, maybe if I can remember whereabouts it was, I might stop and get off and try and get it. I found several back here recently. All these pine limbs and trees on the side here are where they had to cut that were blocking it. Somewhere down on this end, if I remember right, unless somebody else found it, picked it up. Somewhere out here. That's the way it is a lot of times when you're looking for something, then you can't find it. And when you're not looking for it, that's when you end up seeing it. And the reason I didn't pick it up the first time was because I was busy, and I said, well, I'll get it another time. But I probably should have went on and picked it up. I thought I'd take a ride up in here, up the 128 path here and see what's going on. been a while since I'd been up in here. It looked like too many people have been riding it at all, really. Used to be a lot of four-wheelers rode this path, but I haven't been seeing many four-wheeler tracks on it this year. Man. Well, I always come up on something that's got to be cut. My handsaw here, it looks like I might do the trick. They're getting it there. Have to come out here and hack on something just about every time you ride. So I ought to be able to get through there now. Still might have to duck a little bit, but it ought to be alright. Spider webs are bad on it though. A little water hole out there full of grass. Some water in it though. It's got a bunch of grass in it this time of year. That spider web still had the spider in it. Right on my nose. take a look up here at the cow shed and see what's going on up this way. Yeah, the people that own this land, they were keeping that up there at the that grass up there at the cow shed mowed down last year, but they haven't been doing that this year for some reason. You know, the last time I rode here, that vulture was on the roof of that cow shed, and he's up there again. I don't know if y'all can see him or not. If I get any closer, he'll probably fly off. But that's him right up there, though. That must be his home there, because like I said, the last time I was over here riding, that's probably been at least 4 weeks ago, I guess it was. He was on that same spot on the roof. There's some four-wheeler tracks though on this section of the path. Somebody's been through here today, I guess. Low-hanging limbs on this path. Still not too bad though. At least we hadn't had to cut any big trees and that. Yeah, I just thought I'd ride out here and see how grown up this was. Tight fit here. Scratching my paint job up. Alright. Trail's trying to grow in right here. This is where the sun shines in more on this end of it. The grass and stuff grows up pretty high. Looks like the cotton plants have gotten pretty tall since the last time I was out here. Yeah, this is the end of the creek that comes out of the swamp here. The culvert up under here, it flows out to the other side here. There's a little bit of flow coming out of it. It's a bad washout up here though in the road. This is asphalt somebody poured down here in this one little section here, and where the rain has washed over it so bad this season alone, it's washed the asphalt away right here, coming spilling over here like that. You can see how bad it is. That wasn't here like that the last time I came through here. That's bad. Pretty soon it's gonna wash all this away. That's another culvert up here, but even those two culverts are not big enough to handle all the water that comes through here, even in a normal rain, and therefore all this wash is real bad. I'm trying to think where the culvert's at. It may, there it is up here actually, because there's the other creek right there, but it's stopped up, got mud and stuff all in it. That almost looks like the work maybe of a beaver. I don't know though. It's stopped up though, that's for sure. Take a ride down this way. I haven't been down here in a while. I can try and show you where the creek crosses the road down here. And that creek, once it crosses the road, it goes for a little ways and eventually empties into the river. lot of water flows through it though. A lot of creeks join in with it. It all ties in together pretty much down here. This road down here is flooded a couple of times this year. There's been so much water. That's kind of the swampy area that the creek goes through down there, some of it. Kind of hard to see it, but there's some water down in there. You go up here a little ways and it crosses the main road. Basically there's the main road right there, and the big culvert up under it goes across and keeps on going. People drive so fast on that road, I'm afraid to get out there on it. I don't know if you saw that car that just went by. It looked like it's going about 80 miles an hour. But yeah, it's right over in there though. The creek follows right along and goes up under the road there. But once it gets to the other side, it gets pretty wide. Cotton plants are getting tall. I knew it wouldn't take them long, especially with all the rain we've been getting. We're not doing so good right in here though. More of them down in that little plot right there. Been a little mud hole up under that grass. Yeah, there's the top of Rocky Hill up there. It's got cotton planted on it. This is the pond right here on the Montague farm. Cotton on the other side there. It's like a step up that bank there, the way they've got those fields. It'll be a plot, then it'll be a like a median type thing, and then it'll be another plot, a median, then a plot. That's to keep the soil from washing all downhill. That's the way that farm's always been. That's why it's like that. To control the erosion, you know. Pond here's pretty full though. the big pond on the Montague Farm, crossing Spillway here. See if I saw anything moving in the water. I saw something right before I pulled up, but couldn't get it on camera. A lot of aquatic plants growing in the edge this year. This is the last set of trails right up in here that I bush hogged before the tractor broke down. If you remember from my last video, I was right up in here before all that happened. This trail right here is grown in so bad, like right in here. I'm gonna have to get the clippers out actually. Try and snip some of these briars back. I believe that they grew just since the other day when I was bush hogging. Well, other day, I mean other week actually, but you get the idea. These briars will mess you up. You rub up against them. That's why I go on and snip them back, because my mom was riding with me. I guess it's been a year or two ago back here, and this, I think it was on the same trail, and she got cut real bad by a briar in the face. And anyway, after that, I told her, I said she needed to start wearing a helmet with a face shield, and I bought her one now, so she's got that to protect her face from the briars and everything else that might come along. I think that looks a little bit better. One right there. Yep. And they're everywhere out here. Spider web right there. One right there. I don't know what it is about these trails right here in particular, but the briars are always bad on them. That's poison ivy. We're not going to cut that. Yeah, all that up there is poison ivy. Stay away from that at all costs. Yep. cut around this one this way. That's a big one right there. Alright. They're everywhere. Maybe that'll take care of those for a little while. Heading over here now to Linwood's path. Web sitting in the face again. Stop a minute, get all the cobwebs out of my face. Man, unreal. Back on the railroad now. main road right there. Get some air moving across the radiator on the Rancher here, where I was creeping along so slow, cutting those briars and stuff on those trails. Feels pretty good once you get moving. Also Montague Creek. Path there. A rabbit. Yep. That's a good little run right there. You open it up and get a breeze blowing. Good. Making my way back on the tree stand path. Path right here on this end got a lot of bad ruts in it from all the heavy rain. One down here actually crosses the path like in the very middle. Got to go slow over it. Here it is right here. It washes down that way and then cuts over. Man that used to own this land, he had 2 drainage ditches on either side of this path cut to prevent that kind of thing from happening back there. He had them cut. You can kind of see the remains of that one there, and they fed right down here into the creek. And when they did that logging work, they messed the drainage ditches up, so now they don't, flow the water through there anymore, and it just washes down the middle of the path now and routes it out. Little fish are still in there. I know y'all can't see them on camera, but they're about that long, I guess.